And what unbelievable timing. Can't wait for the show tonight. You're playing at the Arcada. You're doing Prince music. And this is a guy that got two Grammys for his work on Purple Rain. Wow. And played on all my favorite Prince songs, most of them anyway. Doc, I always believed, and you did too. I don't want to ask you about that. Didn't you always think someday you guys would all get back together?
Yes, I did.
Of course.
Yeah. I was hoping for it. Yeah.
My first thought was you, just because you've been on the show a lot over the years. My first thought was you, and we'll never get that. I always believed we would see Prince and the Revolution together again.
Why did they break up in the first place?
Why did the group break up? Oh boy. Well, Prince had some other things in mind at that time that he wanted to do.
He wanted to evolve all the time, and it didn't include his old friends.
But he didn't pull me out of the band at that time. He only pulled two other people out of the group at that point, and then actually three. He let three people of the group go, and then another one decided they wanted to leave as well, and so I was the only original member left.
What was your thought? What was your thoughts yesterday? What came to your mind first?
Well, of course, you go into that complete and utter disbelief zone, and you're in shock, and you kind of feel like you're out of body, and you're just completely freaked out. Yeah, that's what was going on.
Was there a moment in time that came to you?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Was there a moment in time that came to you? Was there a moment on stage? Was there a moment when you met him? What moment comes to mind?
When there was a special moment to me with Prince?
No. When you heard he passed away? Obviously, you time traveled back. What image of him came to your mind?
I don't know. I mean, it wasn't really so much of an image of him, but more of just a flood of memories of, working with him, really, more than anything. Just all the good times, all the, fun we had back in those days.
You've joked on this program that Prince would stay at the Ritz and you would stay at a Days Inn. Do you feel like he treated the band fairly? Or is today not the day to talk about?
Always.
Yeah?
He always treated us fairly. It was first class all the way. When we were able to be successful, he treated us first class. We flew first class. We stayed in the best hotels. But, of course, he always got the presidential suite, but that's okay. I didn't mind that. I liked having a nice room, at the Ritz-Carlton. It was fine.
This is Dr. Fink from the Revolution, Prince and the Revolution, I think his greatest era. Well, everybody agrees. What is the best song that you guys did together? What's the masterpiece?
The best song, I would say When Doves Cry, probably.
Dr. Fink, how did you meet Prince? How did you get into the band?
He was his proctologist.
No, actually, I was, of course. But anyway, I met Prince through Bobby Z. Rivkin, the drummer, the original drummer. Mm-hmm. Bobby and I knew each other, grew up in the same community, and Bobby was working for Prince's first manager at that time in about 1977 when they were beginning to take Prince's demos out to Los Angeles to try to get him a record deal. So Bobby played me the demo tape because Bobby's older brother did all the engineering work and, helped produce some of that stuff in the early days. And I just said to Bobby, I said, look, this is unbelievable. This guy is amazing. How can I meet him and get an audition for the band that he plans on putting together if and when he gets a record deal? And he said, just call me up, let me know, and, I'll let you know. And that's what I did. I bugged Bobby and his manager to get me in there.
So you knew. People knew this guy was going to be big.
Yeah, people knew he was hot. I knew he was hot.
How old was he, Doc? Doctor, how old was he?
When I met Prince, we were both 20 years old.
He started writing songs at 11, I know. Yeah, go ahead, Al, quickly, please.
Was it difficult to be a part of his band? It seems like he would be quite the perfectionist.
Was he a taskmaster?
Controlling.
What kind of leader was he?
he was a great leader, really. I mean, he brought out the best in everybody. Yeah, we worked hard. Yes, he was a taskmaster. Yes, we spent long hours in the studio and at the rehearsal space, but that's what it takes, that kind of dedication. That's what it takes to be
That's right.
Prince.
That's
to
right.
be a prince in this world. And,
Yes.
you really, that's what it takes.
Takes work, guys. It takes work.
Yeah,
and,
it takes work.
Doc, when you watch Purple Rain, or when was the last time you watched Purple Rain?
Really not too long ago, I happened to watch. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I watched some of it again. Yeah, every once in a while it'll pop up like on VH1 or somewhere on cable, and I'll just happen to be channel surfing, and there it is, and then I'll just leave it on for a little while and watch it.
Doc, you've been on this show a lot, and you know that I'm sorry, I just have ADHD, I had short attention span, and I really kick myself on the way home. I got mad yesterday at a woman who said, I say things just to get ratings. I don't. And of course we had just done a segment on Muslim midgets that have been raped and were forced to get abortions. But we do these things because they're in the news. And this is really inappropriate. The amount of tail this guy got, the amount of women, and
how's that inappropriate? That's how I'd love to be remembered.
No. Look, the rainbow appeared yesterday at Paisley Park. I think this guy had a real God connection. I really do. And I think that he moved away from childish things and probably moved to a deeper level. I think he deeply loved his wife that died. And I hate to trivialize this great artist with what I'm about to say, but some of the hottest women of when I was becoming sexually aware, and you find out, oh, yeah, she slept with Prince. Yeah, he slept with Prince. Matt, Matt Fink, Dr. Fink from the Revolution, what were the numbers like? Was it multiple women, a different woman every night when you guys were at the Ritz? What would it have been like?
Well, I can't say for sure, but I know that he had excellent taste in women, and
was so hot.
I mean, really, he was so lucky that he was also good looking and attractive and knew how to attract women.
Was he good in the sack? Did women ever talk to you? Was he good in bed?
I imagine he probably was. I mean, he was able to date a lot of different women.
I mean, that tongue of his had to do nice things.
Did you get any of the spillover of the extra women?
Yeah. Did you get sloppy? Did you get the sloppy seconds?
Did I get sloppy seconds? No, but I had my moments where maybe I considered that, but no, I didn't.
Wendy and Lisa, were they lovers?
Yes, they were actually.
Oh, wow.
And did you ever join them?
No.
Did Prince? Did Prince join them?
That's not. I don't know. I don't know for sure.
Young Sheena Easton.
Beautiful.
Oh man.
Oh, you want this song?
Oh man.
Okay. How bad you want it?
He wrote the song with the lyric, "Let me come inside your sugar walls." I wonder what inspired that.
I noticed that's not being mentioned a lot in the montages of all the songs he's written for people. Sugar Walls is getting left off of that list.
Yeah, he wrote some great ones. Doc, yes. I mean, we're very lucky that you're in town today, and, the version of the Revolution is playing the Purple Experience tonight at the Arcada Theater.
Wow. I know. 5 minutes from my house. I'm going to be there.
So have a great show, Doc, and we appreciate your friendship all these years, and I am truly sorry about your loss. He says their best work together?